All right, Shalom, Makim. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone to rule well, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth to sincerity and diligence. All right, it's the brother Layah from the great millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp, coming back again with the lesson. And as always, Lord will it be edifying to the elect. All right, so I basically want to go into First Peter, the fourth chapter, when it goes into if any man speak, he would must speak according to the oracles of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, because you have a lot of false pastors, these false prophets that's out, and ultimately they're coming and basically spewing out things that's taught by the precepts of men. You know, the precepts according to man's own understanding. All right. But the true men of the Lord were given this truth. All right, so that what, man? This is the condemnation that light has come into the world. You see, and as the scripture says, man, what many hated the light because they hated their deeds to be reproved, man. But as far as the men of the Lord, man, everything is gonna be taught 100% truth, man, uncut and raw. All right, going right back to what the oracles, man, the beginnings. All right, of how the truth was first formed. All right, in its original form. Okay, this is First Peter 4:11. It says, "If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability of which the Most High give it." All right, because what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is basically giving the increase, man. The Lord has dispersed out talents to His men that He wanted to have these things. All right. It says that the Most High in all things may be glorified through Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. You see? So you have a lot of people that basically say, oh, they know the Lord, they love the Lord, so forth and so on. But when they basically try to edify someone, all right, it is all taught by Esau. All right. Everything that they're spewing out, they've received it from a seminary church, man. Seminary school, Salakia. You see, it hasn't been given from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And how do we know that? Because if they did, they would be hated. All right, because you're subject to being hated for speaking according to the oracles of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, this is Second Chronicles chapter 4 and verse. I'll start at verse 19. It says, "And Solomon, which was who? Yahushua. All right, and Solomon made all the vessels that were for the house of the Most High. All right, all the vessels what the Lord had honors to the Lord had vessels to honor and vessels to dishonor, man. But what these are speaking of the vessels to honor. All right, that were for the house of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, going into what the house of David. All right, it says the gold altar also, and the tables whereon the shewbread was set. All right, and you have the golden altar, man, because in this truth, all right, when we bring it out on the highways and hedges, man, as it speaks about in the book of Matthew, this is Matthew, Salakia. Luke 14 and 23 says, "And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled." You see? So this goes hand in hand, all right, so that the Lord's house can be filled, man. So we going out there on the hedges, man, which would be what that golden altar, all right, where on we make ourselves living sacrifices, man, for this truth. You see, it says, and the tables whereon the shewbread was set. Okay, now that table, as it speaks about in Revelations, man. This is Revelations 3 and 20. "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man will hear my voice," you see, if you will hear my voice, and we know that what only the Lord's sheep will hear His voice, and what they're gonna continuously follow. It says, "And open the door, I will come into him, and will sup with him at what that table, man, sup with him, and he with me." All right. So that's that great table, man. It says, "Whereon the shewbread was set." The shewbread is what? This truth. All right. I say, well, I'm that bread. Okay. This is John chapter 6 and verse 51. 51. "I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever." All right, which is ultimately this truth, man. All right. Supping with Yahweh Shai. It says, "And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world, the life for the elect. You see? So only the elect were subject to speaking unto the oracles of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, whereon the shewbread was set. Moreover, the candlesticks, okay. It says, moreover, the candlesticks with their lamps, all right. We know that, I'll get into it. It says, moreover, the candlesticks with their lamps, that they should burn after the manner before the oracle of pure gold. All right, let's go into those candlesticks with their lights. Okay, this is Jeremiah 32 and 14. It says, thus said Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, take these evidences, all right, this evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed, and this evidence which is open, and put them in an earthen vessel, the earthen vessel, okay, that they may continue many days. All right, so this truth was going to be basically be put into certain vessels that were scattered abroad, man. All right, it wasn't given to the whole entire world to have this truth. The Lord only dealt with that small remnant. All right, so what? As speaking of the churches also, okay. This is Lamentations 4 and 2. It says, the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? All right. So certain men, which would be what the sons of Zion, man, speaking of the nation of Israel, who consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, comparable to fine gold. Why? Because they're going to go through that adversity, but ultimately what? They have faith. All right. They'll find pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Why? Because they have this truth. All right. And these are going to be the men that's going to constantly speak according to the oracles. Okay. Real quick, let me go back. It says, moreover, the candlesticks with their lamps, that they should burn after the manner before the oracle. All right. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 35. It says, let your loins be girt about and your lights burning. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord. So this is how you have your lights burning, man. And when you wait on the Lord, you're subject to putting in work. All right. You're subject to what? Making sure that you're being prepared. All right. To where you can be found blameless and without spot, man, before the face of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. It says, blessed are those servants whom when the Lord cometh shall find watching. Watching what? At the gates, man, waiting. Okay? Warning the people constantly. It says, verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he come in the second watch or come in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants. You see? Blessed are those servants. So these men are going to be speaking the true doctrine. They're going to be out on the highways and hedges. All right. They're going to be found with faith when the Lord makes their return. Why? Because they have their lights burning, man. You know, they're not letting their head lack that ointment. All right. Which would be the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. It says, burn after the manner before the oracle of pure gold. Okay. This is Ephesians chapter 3. And I started 2. It says, if ye have heard of the dispensation of the grace of the Most High, which is given me to youward, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery. All right. This mystery wasn't given to everyone. All right, when you look at how Yahushua dealt with the apostles, he called them prophetly, man, as it speaks about in I'll get it real quick, Matthew the 13th chapter. All right, this mystery wasn't given to everyone. All right, the oracles wasn't given unto everyone. This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 9. It says, who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. You know, let's go into mysteries. These oracles, man. All right. Let's see. Hidden things, secret, mystery, generally mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not to the ordinary mortals. A hidden or secret thing, not obvious to the understanding, a hidden purpose or counsel, a secret will, and that's right. There's a secret will. It says of the Most High, the secret counsels which govern the Most High in dealing with the righteous. Because only the righteous will set up to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? Because they're going to be the only ones to follow. It says, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men, but plain to the ungodly. That's right. You know, this truth was made plain unto us. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, mystery. Okay? But ultimately, it goes to the oracles, man, the beginning stages. All right? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in its pure form. Okay? This is 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 2. The elect according to the foreknowledge, because what we've knew this truth before. All right, it has just been refreshed unto us. It says the foreknowledge of Yahweh the Father through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied. Blessed is the Most High and blessed are the Elohim and the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, which according to his abundant mercy had begotten us. You see, that only the elect had begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach from the dead to an inheritance incorruptible. That's right, man. This when you go into Romans the 9th chapter, man. It goes into what? That inheritance and things that we've received by adoption that was going to be incorruptible. All right? I'll get straight to the point. Romans 9 and 4, who are the Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption, which is what? Incorruptible. And the glory, all right? Incorruptible. And the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises. You see, so the elect were going to receive these things, and ultimately the whole nation will, all right, once we're set back in our land. But as of now, it's speaking of just the elect, okay? Because we were brought back into the fold, man. That's why this truth isn't a mystery unto us. You see, because the Lord have opened up our understanding to where we actually get it. You see, we actually get it, and it's incorruptible because we've received it in its first form. Okay. It says, blessed be, Salakia, Romans 9. Okay. Yeah, Salakia, 1 Peter 1 and 4, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, see, pure, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. All right, so we're going to receive the kingdom, man. All right? We're going to receive all of these things. We're going to receive, hey, let me just grab it. I can't I can't say it how I want to. It's also in Jeremiah the 31st chapter, but I know exactly what I what I want to say. This is Hebrews 8 and 8. So like you 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind, and there's the new covenant, all right, which is a future prophecy. It says, I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. See, so our nation are not going to be able to go off anymore, you know. But as of now, it was hidden from them. All right, 2/3 of our nation was subject to be destroyed, and that's why the oracles are a mystery, man. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, "Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek." You see, the lowly. You know, the Lord have basically giving his wisdom, knowledge, understanding to the lowly, man. All right, it won't be tempered if it's in the hands of the lowly. You see, because you look at the ones that's on high, man, they're constantly basically contaminating the people. You know, they would tamper with the scriptures, and you see that when they pull their favorite scripture, John 3:16, not knowing the true edification and understanding of it. All right, and this is why. This is 1 Corinthians 2:9. It says, "But it is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High hath prepared for them that love him. But the Most High hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit." All right, going back to what John 6:63, man, the Spirit that quickened it. All right, that made you alive. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. It says, "For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High." You see, it says, I'll continue on because there's some good scripts. This is verse 11. It says, "For what man knoweth the things of man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of the Most High know it no man, but the Spirit of the Most High." So you have to have that spirit in order to receive these things, man. All right, and that's how we know these things, because the Spirit. All right. It says, "Now we have received not the spirit of the world." All right, because if we did, we would say John 3:16 is speaking of the whole world. All right. It says, "But the Spirit which is of the Most High." All right, knowing that what it's speaking of the nation of Israel. Okay. It says that we might know the things that are freely given unto us of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which things we also speak, what? According to the Spirit. It says, "Not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth." All right. These peons teach in this realm. It says, "But which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual." You see, and this is why they won't get it. All right. This is why they won't be able to receive this truth and speak according to the oracles. It says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned." All right, they were subject not to get it. All right, they're spiritually discerned. All right, it says, this is the word for discern.
Strong's G350. Anakrino. Anakrino.
To examine or judge, to investigate, examine, inquire. Scrutinize, sift, question, specifically in a forensic sense of a judge, to hold an investigation, to interrogate, to examine. You see, hey, they just won't receive it, man. All right, because it's foolishness unto them. You see, they're spiritually discerned. All right, and ultimately they have that was it 1 Timothy, if I'm not mistaken, the 4th chapter. Yeah, this is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with the hot iron." This is why, man, they already have their mind made up. All right, if you look at how these fraternities do when they go and brand themselves, they have basically already made their mind up, man. It says they have their conscience sealed with a hot iron. So once it's branded, it's nothing is going to change that. All right, let's go into this. See, they're branded by this world, man. All right, and us, we're branded by having that spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. It says to mark by branding, to brand it with their own consciousness, whose souls are branded with the marks of sin. That's right, man. They're subject to going off. You see, and they won't turn away from their wicked ways. Why? Because they're not subject to receiving the oracles, man. Because if you did, you would have what? A righteous nation. Okay. It says, "Who carry about with them the perpetual consciousness of sin, seared in a medical sense, cauterized, removal by cautery." See, so no shadow, without a shadow of doubt, man, they're not going to turn away from their wickedness. All right, it's already set in stone, and ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shah set it up, man. You see, to where only that small remnant was going to be able to receive it. All right, now I'll read Second Chronicles one more time, man, because hey, this is a fire scripture. All right, it says, and Solomon made all the vessels that were for the house of the Most High. And speaking of the elect, it says the golden altar also and the tables whereupon the shewbread was set. So only the elect were gonna what eat of this truth, man. All right, only the elect were gonna be able to receive it. It says, moreover, the candles with their lamps that they should burn after the manner before the oracle of pure gold. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 10:18. It says, for not he that commended himself is approved. All right, going right back with that First Peter 4:11, man. If any man speak, what let him speak according to the oracles. So for he that commended himself is for he Salakia, for not he that commended himself is approved, but whom the Lord commended. So you can't send forth yourself to do the will of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. The will of the Lord, period. You see, the Lord has to basically pull you into this truth and have it to where you can receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And this is what you have, man. You have a lot of people that just don't have the spirit, man, and they're basically doing this thing unknowingly. All right, to what feed their own bellies, you see, and try to ultimately get vainglory. But that's not how the Lord works. All right, this is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 7. It says, brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye have had from the beginning. All right, going right back to those oracles. Nothing according to the law changed, man. All right, so these things are still set in stone, and the elect are still going to be doing it. It says the old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning. You see, so everything that was in the Old Testament, man, we're still subject to keep it. All right, by way of having Yahweh Shai fulfill and basically put away the sacrificial law, okay, because he was that great lamb that was sacrificed for ourselves. All right, so now we're subject to what making ourselves living sacrifices. All right, this is 1 John 2 and 13. It says, I write unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I write unto you, young men, because ye have overcome the wicked one. All right, by what? Coming and eating of this truth. It says, I write unto you, little children, because ye have known the Father. And if we've known the Father, it's only because what Yahweh Shai have what given us, Yahweh have given us to Yahweh Shai, so that what Yahweh Shai can reveal these things unto us. All right, by way of what setting up the apostles' last, man. All right, passing this truth down from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. This is 1 John 2 and 14. I have written unto you, Salakia. This is 1 John 2 and 24. Let that therefore abide in you. Let that therefore abide in you, which ye have heard from the beginning. If that when ye have heard from the beginning shall remain in you, ye shall also continue in the Son and in the Father. You see, so it goes hand in hand. All right. This is 1 John 3. I'll skip over that one. 1 John 3 and 11. For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. Okay? Going right back to the oracles, man. All right? Not loving the whole world. All right? Loving your brother. Okay? Being brotherly. All right? Doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Hang these two. These laws on these two. This is 2 John 1 and 2, 1 and 5. Okay, now. Alright, this will be the last one. 2 John 1 and 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. Because a lot of people don't know what love is, but they'll say, oh, God is love. Well, you love the Lord and God is love. Guess what? He wants you to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments and abide in his truth, man. Alright, turn away from the wickedness. It says, this is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. All right? Walk in the oracles, man. And that's why we're subject to what? Rehearsing the righteous action these times. Okay? Because what? By way of having these kingdoms translate to another, guess what, man? Our law will be fully established. All right? Our law is going to be established, man. But it has to be done according to what? The oracles, man, the beginnings of how Yahweh Shem Shai set it up and ordained it to be. All right. Anything else outside of that, man, you're going off. All right. So with that, man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. Till next time, Shalom.